impressive, Harry.
Yeah, it looked kind of sick. How was it?
Yeah, I had a great time. Wish you were there.
Yeah, I would have been nice, but I let Dinko go, and he had a great time.
He did.
So,
he got hit in the nuts. So
yeah,
could have gone worse.
Hola, soy Harry con mi amigo Hugo Byron.
Sim.
Now you do the Portuguese version.
Você fala português?
No, it's not good enough, but we'll
I
take
asked you.
it.
You didn't answer the question.
No, I don't.
Well, eu tenho...
Io tenho a chave. Here we go. I have the key, and so does Jerks. Maybe out through the hut. Into the top site they go. Mopoz in the corner. Spamming away, but reloading the Golberettas. This shit takes like 30 seconds. They're running at him.
Oh,
they're swarming the last man, and those reloaded dualies were keen to get involved.
Dualies, huh, you say? They were the way in. Force also in that previous map as well. And Harry, you came to me in the halftime break. You came to me with a story, with a history, with a backstory perhaps of the head-to-head, of the matchups that we've seen gone by between these teams. It's not been good for Movistar, Harry, safe to say. I'll let you break it down. But first, I don't know. It feels like something's in the air. It feels like they're ready to 2-0. It feels like they want this more than sAw. We're seeing so much energy from the squad. Why am I wrong?
The energy is fantastic, right? But let's talk. While we're talking story, let's talk his story, right? For the history between this matchup, they played each other a hell of a lot. As mentioned when we were on that previous map of Overpass, Movistar Riders have not lost that to sAw. Well, likewise, in this tenured back and forth series that these teams have going on, sAw have only ever lost Nuke once, and that was all the way back with Sumpire still in the roster. So, very, very different squad. And in recent history, sAw are undefeated here versus the Movistar Riders.
Can Movistar break the track record? Can they find something new? Or will it be more of the sAw situation sending us to a third on Anubis? We're about to find out. For now, this eco's getting a little bit weird because 2 rifles have been picked up, and I love this for Roman. Minute on the clock, let's get weird. He's got all the way to city spawn, camping out, hoping they come to him. Meanwhile, just getting run down. One more bullet would have done it, but the FAMAS is not enough, and Roman now has to take on the entire team in a 1v3. Oh yeah, you're not checking there, are you? Nice round for Movi. They pick up the anti-eco, even though it gets a little weird in the middle there. And you know, part of this, the most exciting part for me is going to be sAw's T-side, not just because we've seen a lot of maps go T-sided, you know, this year and on Nuke as well, quite specifically, but you know, you're not winning consistent Nuke games unless you have a solid T-side. So let's see what their attack looks like. Do we have interesting upper hits? Are they more focused on the wall of smokes? There's a lot of questions for sAw, and they need to give us answers straight out of the gate.
All right, collection of util left rolling around over towards Hell. You can use that a little bit later on, however you want, but sausoL's gone and grabbed it right away. Gonna get some of that util in to replenish this door smoke. You've used a good chunk of your utility here to open up, right? All you have left to stop a play is this molly and the smoke that I think is the one that we saw rolling in the background in Hell. Util starts to come over outside, but this feels like a ruse. sAw don't really have resources to dedicate here. It's just one man, Mutiras, taking a little bit of space.
How much do they panic is the question, because that's the goal for sAw. They want this over-rotation. They want to pop out the door, and there is a very close player in a dangerous spot. mopoz, this is a lovely reposition. They could let them down the vent, but that wouldn't be the end of the world. Better than dying for nothing, and they just creep out. They want this top hit, and they want it silent as well. They don't clear. mopoz is here, and he's going to get one. Set sausoL up for a bit of a spicy backside hold. 2 from the SMG. Onto the rifle now. Davigi can't kill Mutiras, coming back up secret, and sAw is still in this round.
Yeah, Mutiras in main. Oh, that was a headshot. Alex just got headshot through default, but it doesn't matter. Mutiras also headshot his teammate.
Yeah, bit of everything.
Missed the heads in that moment. And I bet they wish he missed some of the heads as well, because my goodness. Sailed him down the river on that one there.
Yeah, nice.
Dude, okay, if you know what, Hugo, you said something's in the air. Feels like this could be the time that Movistar get their revenge. You want to know what what I'm going to say. Like, you know, I think that could happen
What are you gonna say?
if two things. One, Martinez keeps up appearances on this AWP.
Two.
And two, sausoL is having a fantastic day in the office right now. If he can keep this up as this like backside A player, this guy who's, you know, kind of anchoring the one up on all these little gimmicky spots on the rafters, if he can keep up appearances in that regard, then I think these A players are going to feel off limits to sAw.
You'll notice that Movistar Riders broke the double doors off at B. If things do go down lower, that is going to be so much paranoia for sAw in terms of getting a bomb plant. They'll never feel safe, especially if Daviji can live either which way. There's no util for sAw in this round at the moment. They're going to start creeping down B. Here's the spot. Daviji knows what's up. He's risking it with another one, but he will get set up in the sight over the top. And then he falls off, and then he goes back up a second time, but now his position is corrupted. They might know about it. They might check him. Orb is here to help as well. Daviji peeking wide, forcing that fight. Oh, it's a skewer for Martinez. You said you wanted this guy showing us what he's made of. Well, my man, Martinez, has given us 4, and 4 rounds as well. Movistar feeling focused. And I don't know. I'm not seeing a lot from sAw in this series, Harry. I'm waiting, I'm patient. But this could be...
That's why we were saying, man, if Martinez can keep looking this fresh.
And, you know, it's not just the head-to-head on, like, you know, sAw v Movistar on this map and the troubles that the troubles that Movistar have been having. It's sAw in general. This is their go-to, right, alongside Vertigo. They've won 8 out of the last 10 on Nuke alone. Even 2 wins there over Spirit, who are a bona fide Nuke team. You know, for Movistar, it's ugly, right? They've played more Tier 1 teams, for sure, in Ents and Furia, but at the same time, not as many wins, Harry. A lot more in the red. But sometimes, once in a blue moon, full smokes.
Martinez is trying to play around these smokes, though, and he's taking a very deep angle through the door. They're going to hear the molly tag, and Daviji's even spamming an area that I didn't know you could, but they run him down on the reload. Now Lobby's getting taken back. mopoz drops the bomb. They've got it in the lobby. They've got it right where they want it. Mutierrez down in the vents, might have to come up and save the day. Is this being considered? It's not. Back turn for Martinez. Offers himself up on a platter. sausoL takes one in the grave with him. Might culminate in the A play, but Alex is here, moving up from heaven. Oh, we could have the backstab. No one's considering it. Mutierrez starts to hold it now. He's holding it from the side, but Alex just about gets out. Lobs are smoking.
Don't think that helps him.
Dropping down. We enter the 1v1. Mutierrez.
Oh, lovely play.
Lovely play down towards B here. Smooth as he goes.
Alex, does he want to walk the entire way? I mean, it's nice because the expected port of rotation is ramp because he was heaven. But Alex was already wrapping main. He's going around alongside, though. Single is still open. He's made his job a little harder now. Mutierrez will just get the info. He's looking for the kill from window. He's still going to have to make noise, though, won't he? Oh, if Alex went single, I think he honestly just ends it. But instead, biding his time and running out of it as well. He knows exactly where Mutierrez must be. 10 bullets, 9 rather. Tap, fake. Mutierrez baits the door, and he wins the round. Nice try for Alex, but it's going to be Mutierrez with the goods today. Getting on. And saw something to rest their head on. DNB focused on this outside control right as a solo lurk going all the way down off and on his own. As we see a lot of captains do. Someone like Chopper is a great example. If we're talking Spirit, he's often solo yard, wraps to hell, or dropping secret with smokes while his team group in lobby. But Movistar Riders have again pushed in. They keep doing this. They keep playing oppressive, and sAw might be caught off guard. Not once, but twice. Turn from the flash, gets spotted. It's up to the AWP.
Yeah, they don't know. They just saw an MP9 pushing, right? So the AWP comes as a bit of a surprise. Martinez.
Hit 2. Oh, if he fired again.
Another tag. Spamming. The A play starts to take shape now for sAw, but already Davi G's moved in. You've got 3 players to try and hold the line. Alex runs the smoke. It's a big double, but it had to be even more. Martinez out of the round in the 1v3. Better off just saving this AWP. And so sAw find a way back in.
Martinez could have actually picked the plant there if he went a couple steps further. Guns were not up. There was a chance, but he didn't want to risk it. He plays a safe call and keeps that AWP. Nice recovery from sAw. They only eat leg shots in lobby. That gives them a good way in. And then even with that smoke push through main, 2 kills, no more. Not enough of a heroic play for Movistar. And all right, we're not seeing XX so much for sAw. They've done a couple of outside smoke rounds, but the majority has been these contact A walks. Really testing the top side crossfires. Right now, they've not been there for Movistar. So they've got to watch out for that, I'd say, moving into these gun rounds.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've heard even from other IGLs that mopoz is great at, you know, thinking outside of the box. He's going to have to cook up a pretty wild solution in this round to win it with just the 1 AWP. Flashes in towards ramp, and Roman.
That's clean.
I love that. Love that as a way to open. Mutierrez makes it down the ramp, and so do the rest of the gang,
Round's
all
over.
in tow. mopoz down here, but he's only got a P2K. Martinez is already saving that AWP.
I love how often you see sAw running and shooting. I don't know. They just, when they have the info, they will just suppress. They will oppress. They will run at you. They seem like a team that when they have the momentum, they'd be very hard to stop. Right now, that is building on this T side. 3 straight for sAw. Movistar need an answer now.
Yeah, when you kind of, you know, one of the cool things about this matchup, you know, one of it being kind of the big Iberian matchup that we've got, it's sick to have this, you know, mopoz versus Mutierrez looking, right? Because, you know, obviously we got to cover the RMRs for Antwerp, right? And there we saw we saw sAw full out, round 30, Jame with a 1v1 that ended up wrecking their dreams of making it to the major. But during that, you know, like one of the things we were really talking about was this idea that for Mutierrez in particular, he's just been around for so long now within the scene, within the region as an active player, career spanning over a decade. Same can be said for mopoz on the other side within the Spanish scene, right? So they are like 2 kind of veterans of their respective scenes going blow for blow right now. And it's just always sick to see because, you know, these aren't like the high-profile names that maybe you're used to seeing, but they still have a very rich history between the 2 of them.
Ooh, again, Mutierrez gets down lower with no smokes. And I don't think Movistar would have heard this either. He was running till the end. Martinez, I don't know if he quite knows. This is massive, but ooh, rotation down the vent. Okay, they're considering this possibility, but a back turn for Alex. Mutierrez made it further. Now they contact ramp. Try and meet him there. Oh, no. They choose against it. They've got an A pick instead. Kills are just being fed the way of sAw, and they will explode into that A site. We've already said they have a tendency. They go down the vent this time to meet up with Mutierrez. He provided a pathway, and that Rafter player that was tucked in, hoping for a multi-kill, is not even given a fight.
Yeah, this one's written off again. This is starting to become a bit of a trend, right? Movistar, it's all hinging on how these first few fights go, and with them not even managing a trade here, this is a done deal already. Round over before it even feels like it properly begins, and so back to the drawing board, I guess, for the Movistar Riders. Been trying to think of how to work a line in, Hugo. Let's just discuss it. Well, I was thinking, like, sAw, like, you know, because that's like seeing, right? Like the act of having seen, right? In the past tense. And then there's sausoL, which is sun, and sun pious, played for Movistar, and sol is sun in Spanish.
Bloody hell.
Also, and then there's sausoL in the server, who plays for Movistar. So there's like a layer of links here. You can see like how the mind maps try
you're bringing this up.
sausoL.
You need help.
sausoL, sun pious.
Okay. Here's something.
sausoL.
Yeah, I'll get to it after this round because I might forget it after this round. But we're going quick. Jerks is out. Great flash from Story. sausoL had an idea, and actually I've had an idea after that round already. 5v2, let's go for it, Harry. You know, he gets flashed, right? So you could say that he's seen the sun. He saw the sun. He saw sausoL.
Yeah.
So I don't know who you use it for. Maybe if sAw get blinded by sausoL, you could say that sAw saw sausoL. They saw the sun. They looked into the sun. They got blinded. You see what I mean? You see what I'm doing?
No, that's good. Yeah, no, this is why we're a good team.
No, it's yeah. There's something there. There is something there. If you're smarter than us, tweet us. Let us know. Give us a great line. It better be a great line. Use the hashtag ESL Pro League. Maybe we'll check it out. Maybe we'll forget in 2 rounds. That's the fun. That's what's on the line. And right now the guns are for Movistar because they're getting hunted, Harry. They should just keep both of these now, though, with the smoke. Oh, the AWP is fighting, but Martinez fights for his life and continues to live. It's fine to chase there for sAw. They had nothing on the line. They have loads of money. And as I said, loads of momentum. They've just been wrecking on this A site right now, and there's seemingly no solution. So sausoL got blinded there. So you could say...
No, don't go back to it, man.
sausoL saw the soul. sausoL saw sausoL. You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's almost a legible sentence.
sausoL. That's what it sounds like in my brain. It's just a big mix, a big mush. Any Iberian experts? Help me out here.
I only fly BA. There's the Lincoln, same airline partner and everything. My goodness, how smart am I? Alex outside, looking onto the top of the silo that Molly displaces it.
Nice. Yeah, there's only one world right now, and Alex is living in it. It's a world of pain as they're coming through. Martinez picks Materius, taking that space outside that we've consistently seen on this T side. There's a lot of S's. Davy G deep on ramp. Radioing in. ET phone home. Help him out. He doesn't need help, actually. Oh, they were going to walk in with knives out. That molly, while it sells it, it actually sends him back. A seesaw, if you will. Roman gets that top pick, and they go right down the vent.
Oh, Story. That kill gets away from him, so it's going to fall to his teammates down on this lower side of the map. Movistar Riders. They've got a retake, but they're a man up here. This is one of the better spots they've been in with this lower site post-plant for sAw. A damage exchanged. Alex has a man pinned in right now. There's one for Just. Alex on the receiving end of this, and I think they're saving in the 3v3. That's not a good sign of the times, you know? Like, they're kind of out of position. So I can understand where they're coming from here, Hugo. But if you're not attempting a 4v3 retake, that's a little scary. And don't get me wrong, I know they lost the guy, so it was a 3v3 as they made that judgment call. But Martinez never dropped down the vent. I know that's all compounded by the fact that they can't get the control away from double doors or decon. They don't get that space, so the vent drop isn't safe. So he doesn't want to go for it. But my word,
like
the fact that they're even in that position speaks volumes as to how well sAw are playing this right now.
So we had it when sausoL gets blind, but we've had our first submission. Thank you, Gadge. I feel like he took inspiration from where I was going here, but I like what he's come up with. So when sAw get flashed by sausoL, you could say sausoL soul.
There you go.
There you go. Thank you, Gadge.
sausoL soul. Yes.
And she sells seashells by the seashore, and those shells that she sells are seashells, I'm sure.
Yeah, you almost nailed that.
Yeah, close enough.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, man? That's what I want to know. Alex looking outside. Martinez and Davi G. A little bit of teamwork maybe, baby.
Oh. Maybe it's just how you said it. Or is it what you said? I don't know, but I'm loving it. sAw have taken full control of this T side, and I'm very impressed by it with not really much depth needed. They've been fragging out. They've been trading very well. There's been a couple very well-placed flash bangers. Out ramp now, perhaps. Will the orb go for the crouch deep peek? I like that too. It's a variation on this pick, but Alex will not give it up. he will nade himself, but he'll get back down to the safety that Loa has in store. sAw, of course. Don't want to drop into the unknown without Materius having taken space outside. So while they've forced some paranoia in this round, again, it's all just a means to an end, and that end is on A.
Martinez is here, though. Line up in the door, that could have been something for sausoL, but instead he's out of the round. Now mopoz, top of the heart, also dealt with. Martinez tries to make a play. Davi G does the same, but traded after one. Everyone's tried to be the hero. Everyone's tried to wear the cape, but it's far too heavy. And now Alex in this 1v2. Wrapping around through the lobby. He feels like he might be onto something here. One man trapped in at the back of the site, but as this second makes it into the hut, the odds of winning this go down, but then he gets given a swing. Story has given away that kill. Just in the hut is very low on health. The man with HP was the first to face, first to fall, but Alex has no idea. Running in, back turned, and he's gone around the world, back again, gets the kill, but no time for the defuse.
He really got tunnel visioned on site there, right? Like, maybe that's the call. They saw them there earlier, but just found that few seconds where he crept out of danger and got back in the hut, and I can't believe it wasn't even considered by Alex. Gets the kill, but it's too late for the stick with a backside plant. He never even tries it. And it's going to be coming up again for sAw, who just keep breaking their way back into these very difficult rounds. You see why sAw get away with so many wins on T-side, or on Nuke specifically with this T-side. It's looking very refined. No one's overstepping. You know, when they're probing an area, they're not overcommitting.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, dude, it's something else that's kind of like stressing me out is how so much of these A-holds are coming down to a guy on hut roof getting annihilated, like, you know, doing like 60 damage, but then getting one-tapped. And then, one by one, everyone's like, okay, I'm going to flash myself through a smoke, which is like kind of a cool play the first time you try it. But, you know, like when that is your A defense, you know, there's thinking outside of the box, but then they're just making a new box elsewhere and consistently doing that. And that's kind of been all they've done, right? It's been these attempted hero plays through the main smoke, desperate times calling for desperate measures, but there's got to be a little bit more nuance to these A-holds.
They are definitely giving picks away, right? Like fighting door, not even fighting hub, it's simply just been fighting door. And the rounds they don't are the rounds we have drops down vents, but that's often, you know, predisposed by Materius having secret control. So it is a variety on this T side, but Movistar have definitely given away picks in 4v4s and 5v5s that have allowed sAw to just take space knowing they've got a weaker A site. But it's what they do prior to taking A that is making that A site weak, right? Be it getting a player down secret, be it going ramp in that round, forcing the rotate for Alex, who had no nades. He had to play lower, and he had a teammate by his side as well. sAw have really seesawed their way to a T side so far.
Martinez has definitely been kind of, I would say, like prime candidate to be the hero figure on this map.
I mean, how does he have 3 deaths?
He's really tried to be involved as well.
Yeah.
This round, dodged, avoided. They made it down secret, but he's going to swing out a little later. That's just a tag on a Story's AWP, so now he's the one that gets away. And the one that gets away hurts the most because he's back on the angle now, just knocks that AWP out of the round.
And again, it's a fake out because they go secret, but they come right back up. And there's, I don't think Movistar would ever realize that there's 5 players outside working hell, waiting main, holding secret. There's no way back in. You need this kill, Davi, and he's going to survive. He's stubbornly looking for more. Really stubbornly, but he won't get it. Knew he got a dink. Now they actually will walk down B, but again, they can come up vent here. You might see Movistar panic with lower rotates, but with Heaven control, they have get-out clauses, and they'll start to use them. That's such a big kill. sausoL keeps the A site intact, and now sAw are walking into darkness.
But something that's interesting here, this is a nice read out of Mutiras and the boys, right? They saw that that was a push in towards lobby, and so they know that concessions have been made. That means that screams that they don't have site control, and so they've moved into an empty A site, but mopoz is flanking up through Secret. He's hot on their heels. He's here quickly. Oh, only good for one. Jerk's going to trade that out. Now pushing into the hut. He could give away an important kill here. Takes one of the grave with him. It's going to leave it all on just one man.
I believe.
Back of the site, looking at Heaven right now. Alex is moving into this position, but just can't look there forever. He's paranoid about the hut. Who's going to make contact first? It's daviG walking the hut angle. He's the known player. He's the one man that they have info on. Just with the trigger discipline of a lifetime to call the bluff like this. It's crazy. Alex just gets that round. And thank goodness he does.
That was such a nice try. He really bought time. He really played the clock about as well as he could. You can see how paranoid Movistar are in these retake rounds as well, be it saving in 3v3s, or be it that, doubting their back, thinking they're being flanked through door. Just almost gets it over the line, but it's just not enough. It's not my best work.
Dude, I love how, you know, in
There's
this
so many
game, because you have like just, right? So then every single time you say just, you feel like called out.
And if you
say that you've seen something, but in a past tense, you're screwed.
Saw that seesaw.
And then there's sausoL in there as well, just to add to the...
Bit of spice, bit of sauce.
To the, I think we call it a situation when it shaves up in such a tongue-twisting manner.
But a nail-biting shot instead. Tongues laid to rest. A bit of a ramp hit through the smoke. That's desperate. That's not what we've seen out of this T side so far. And sAw, they thought they had him where they want him, but he trades the guns for 4. daviG. Beautiful. Love that weapon swap. Baited by the low ammo. There you go, jumping through.
Well, that's even sicker for daviG, because that was exactly how they overran him last time at ramp, if you remember. The moment he ran out of ammo on the M4, they pushed through this smoke and killed him. They tried to do it again, and this time, daviG's there. 2 guns ready to go. He's learned.
Yeah, they say 2's better than 1.
Yeah, that's why the dual Berettas are so good.
True.
Martinez.
I love it. He is getting involved despite his score. He's not baiting. He really is trying to force fights. All right. Those are some smokes somewhere outside, but it's an A hit anyway. Please, Movistar, at least be ready for this, because they don't look too set up for it. Smoke is a good bait for mopoz. He dodges one of the flashes, but the second will leave him high and dry now. Burnt out somehow for sausoL, and the trades are good. Movistar rotating quick. Part of that is the smoke's missing outside. They know they have all that room. They know something is coming, and it is that A hit. A recovered half for the Riders. And we got the Movistar camp as well, supporting their boys over on the sofas here in the lounge. Okay, well, it was, worth dying for sausoL. He did a lot of damage, 2 kills. He knew he was cooked, but he took him out with him. And Movistar, man, they can win the half. That would be crazy.
Yeah, it'd be one hell of a turnaround. They were kind of getting dominated at one point in this game. daviG, he says, man, if you're just going to keep dry facing me at ramp through this smoke, that's a very good fight for me.
Someone take the jack from underneath the car. They've ripped their own wheels off of the T side. A very nice halve, but these last couple of rounds have just been desperate, and I don't think they need to be desperate. Sure, they got 7 rounds. They can go a bit crazy, but throwing away ample opportunity. And Martinez, again, great call. This guy's got a good head on his shoulders. He could have hung around for that kill. He probably would have got it, but the safe play is dropping down. However, that's left an open window. mopoz needs to come back up that vent, because they are very heavy on lower right now, and they've lost Alex in hell. Oh, this is where sAw do their best work, where they can get weird.
Yeah, and I would argue this is where like the rounds have been falling apart for Movi, is sometimes they're in good positions, but then, you know, a couple of swing fights go against them. We saw them save in a 4v3 retake down towards lower, where they lose that first fight, and things get very weird. Mutierrez is doing a lot, kind of, you know, having this very, very hard to predict game plan coming out for sAw. Just up in heaven. sausoL. Oh, got to pick an angle and stick to it, but thankfully Just is throwing a smoke. So this one comes freely. Martinez rotates in at the close, and once again, just like Overpass, it's an 8-7 half.
Like a cab, somewhere where the birds chirp. I be on the moon, I might mess around the curve earth. I be on the moon, I might mess around the curve earth. I be on the moon, I might mess around the curve earth. I be on the moon, I might mess around the curve earth. I be on the moon, I might mess around the curve earth. I be on the moon, I might mess around it. Hold up, better don't stop. Better don't stop. Hold up, better don't stop. Better don't stop. Hold up, better don't stop. Better don't stop, hold up. Better don't stop. Better don't stop, hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
She said that she hate me, I hate me too. I can always tell when you're lying, girl, you're see-through. All these miles away, yeah, I just wanna see you. Baby, give me good face, she hit me like seafood. Number one, I saw you, hi, it's nice to meet you. Know my old girl salty, she just wanna be you. I'm a dog, no Maltese, I don't wanna leave you. Once you're right here, I just don't wanna mistreat you, no. Cause I've been a douchebag before, baby girl, I don't wanna repeat. She just won't please me, she look in my eyes, told me why are you bleeding? And I don't even know how to answer. I take these drugs to my bladder. She say she noticed a pattern. She say I look gorgeous, I tell her I'm flattered. But I hate my reflection. When I look at you, all I see is perfection. I'm so depressed and I don't know the reason, just wanna feel better. Hate my reflection. When I look at you, all I see is perfection. I'm so depressed and I don't know the reason, just hope I feel better. Don't know the reason, just hope I feel better. I just hope I feel better. You said that you love me, don't know if it's still true. Hate it when you're not here, love it when I'm with you. You say you don't trust me, all the shit we've been through. Why you always upset? I don't really get you, I don't really get you. Why should I always gotta be so stressful? Baby, can you tell me why are you so vengeful? I don't understand you, I can't live without you, but I can't fucking stand you. I'm just so obsessed, I should take better care of myself, but fuck it. Blacked out in public, on that like she upset, but I know she love it. I hate my reflection, when I look at you, all I see is perfection. I'm so depressed and I don't know the reason, just wanna feel better. hate my reflection. When I look at you, all I see is perfection. I'm so depressed and I don't know the reason. Just hope I feel better. Don't know the reason, just hope I feel better. I just hope I feel better.
You Stillo is a lobster, ZywOo's a monster, and we're getting into the second half of Nuke. It's sAw taking on Movistar, the Riders, and right now they're leading, Harry. They're setting up by a round. A bit of a comeback right at the very end there as sAw field something on their T side, and it's certainly not bad. What do you make of it?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I think it was a good first half for sAw. I mean, similarly to what I said on Overpass, for me, there's this idea that actually it could have been even better. It could have been so much more. Yeah. And I think, you know, we've seen sAw have some fantastic T-sides on Nuke, even here in the Pro League in that match versus Imperial. So now they've really got their work cut out for them on this CT side. For Movistar, one of the things we were saying is in recent history, they've never beat sAw on this map. They're going to try and change that today. If they don't, we're going the distance. We're going to Anubis. So Martinez in the double door, dead. Mutiras with the trade back into the 3-on-3. Movistar are getting chased out of the B site, chased out of B, but now right back in as Movistar turn around, come back and fight them.
That was such an ugly pistol from all elements, right? But Movistar, hey, they edge it out. I don't know why Jerks hangs around there when he hears a ramp rush coming. Maybe he's confident with that position to get a kill. He knows he's going to die and get traded. But, you know, in my head, there are way safer ways to play that. Go back. You can take better angles for your one kill than be sat in the open and just get jiggled on and dropped from above. So that feels like a bit of an error. A ramp player, got to be very careful on your own. And that's the ball that gets rolling downhill to give Movistar a pistol. History could be made, Harry. Not just sAw's elimination here in the Pro League, but finally a win on Nuke against their Iberian brothers.
Yeah, I actually think it's really significant. You know, we didn't get to talk about it because obviously when you hit round 15, we have to throw to a break. That's a whole pre-established thing. But I think it's really significant that Movistar actually won out that first half. They've never done that in the history of playing sAw on this map. So, with the exception, obviously, of the one time they beat them. But yeah, you know, that's like a very, very good sign of things to come if they're able to keep this up.
Oh, these 5.7s, they hit hard, don't they? They hit hard, all right, but Martinez provides a bit of cover, takes out that Heaven player while daviG scales, and even throws a gun back for mopoz if he can find it. Right now, he's looking for money instead. Secret aggression could be nice, but there is Alex watching this right now, so it's going to get worse before it gets better for sAw. Only story up.
You should get this one. Oh, well, mopoz with the turn. A dink that betrays him, brings him down to 5. And so that little pistol buy falls on deaf ears. As a result, Movistar are going to look to put a bit of distance between them and sAw now. That means that this first rifle round for sAw, when it eventually comes through, is where they have to hit the ground running. There's kind of no second chances on this one. They've got to find success right away in this follow-up round. This one... well, this one should be pretty free.
Damn right.
Couple of P250s though. Mutira's kind of guy who, you know, likes to have a few ideas.
Yes, but still, Harry. But still. There's one. And how about another one? That's the other one. But what about more? Perhaps. Because there could be more, and there is more, and even more where that came from. 5 kills, no deaths. P2 Schmiddies.
Yeah, and that's the perfect way to win that round, right? Because as mentioned, there was nothing coming into it. It always should have belonged to Movistar. what would have been bad is even if sAw get like 1 kill out of a round like that, just something to force a little bit more reinvestment. The fact that you keep 5 alive, now you play a bonus round, you have these Galils, you have these Mac-10s, you have all the little kind of loose pieces with a collection of AKs to reinforce it. And as mentioned, for sAw, it has to be perfect right away, or else they're going to very, very quickly run out of room on this map. And this is, you know, usually a safe bet for the sAw squad.
And let's make these AWP comparisons as well as we enter the first AWP round for sAw on the CT side. Martinez has had an unbelievably effective, efficient game. A lot of saves, yes, but a lot of round-winning plays. And Story has been quiet on the T side, so he's got his out now. He has been bypassed by the secret play. Mutiris, luckily only against Mac-10, can drop that smoke and get out of dodge. I've seen people get pre-fired on that corner when it's an AK. But no issue for now. It's going to buy some time down in B, but Movistar will meet you there.
I've even got this little flash to try and get them out. Gonna go deep down the ramp. It's just a scaling flash. That second one was meant to get him off the angle. Jerk's gone, but Story moves in with the AWP, and that was a good trade out of Story's AWP. Mutiris already down at lower, has dropped the bomb.
Nice.
That's a big double. Now he's got this control of the ramp, getting pressured through the B site, fully blinded. Good use of the flashes to get him off of the ramp and regain control of the bomb. But it still leaves the Movistar Riders in a weird spot. sAw are holding all the extremities in this round. If the bomb tries to go back, it's dead. So the best path might be to fight forward into this B site. One man to beat right now. Roman's just playing with him, and there's that walk back in a ramp into the 2-man hold.
Yeah, Movistar walking to a lot of angles there that they don't think are being trained on. Nice aggression from Mutiris. He not only slows down that B approach from Secret, ruining the timings of the whole round for Movistar, but then he comes back up from B to ramp and stops them from dropping with the bomb when they have knives out. That is a round-winning play right there. And sAw find their first gunny. Movistar with one more rebuy. And Martinez looking for that pick outside. Will it provide?
All right, looking like we're going to get some outside utility here.
Clean.
Diagonal wall, going to allow that cross.
Nice.
Also opens up a path into garage, or for a main wrap should you choose to, but they didn't throw those smokes on a timing, so it makes me think that they do want to cross with this, or at bare minimum, maybe look to hold on to garage. Looks like they're just going to hold position outside. Alex crossed in a secret, but this is where, you know, you have to look at sAw on the other side. While Movistar are being active, sAw are as well. They've taken away lobby. This is great info gathering for sAw. They know that there's a serious number of bodies towards outside thanks to this lobby take.
This is really nice from sAw. Even though Movistar have an insane amount of room, sAw have all the info. They know what's available. They know what's open. And even on ramp, they're tucked in with their back to lobby. Jerks is playing this nicely. He got the spot. mopoz is trying to hunt this kill, though. Actually, I think that info was one way. I only think mopoz got it. But Jerks, yeah, he checks it anyway, very aware. 5-on-4 through the smoke, into the AWP, into the crossfire, and into the meat grinder. Clues in the name, ground down like fine beef. It's Martinez to save. That was lovely from sAw, though. That's the first sAw shout I've heard all series, Harry. They know that this is where they can do some of their best work. CT side nuke. And there's nothing wrong with conceding that amount of map control if you can take back what they did. All of lobby emptied. And right there is why you see teams leave a T-side rifler on roof, in T-spawn, back lobby, wherever you want to try and stop that re-aggression. Obviously, I'll try to play the numbers, but in doing so, they lost space. So sAw activating late in the second map, trying to take us to a third, a new map for this head-to-head, for this common head-to-head, as we've been hyping up all evening. Anubis never been played between these two squads. both with decent results on it. Would be a new game, would be completely unknown. No tendencies.
Yeah. And, you know, considering that this is a series that you get to delight in a couple of times a year, you know, that's pretty significant. Door swings wide. Martinez was hoping he would be given a fight there, but nothing presented. You know, in the CT half, in rounds where Martinez had saved the AWP, he was very, very passive, almost in kind of saving spots from the get-go, right? But here on the T side, I imagine we see him take a bit more of a commanding spot.
Yeah, he even had a couple of rounds where he went for like really aggressive CT
Yeah, there were a few like outside as well, like peeking the door. The door peek's definitely more fruitful. The outside would normally just, you end up with him getting smoked off. Up at ramp.
Wow.
Jokes has run down, but there's the reply. Story with the collateral. daviG and sausoL both dead.
And he's just so far repositioned. There's no way you think he's gotten here already.
It might actually work to their benefit that Alex wasn't peeking, holding for that cross, because he tucked in long enough to know that he might have to consider this. Oh dear!
What?
You watch him walk in front of the crosshair, you had one opportunity to land that. And he gets away from them now. Mutiras, he's been a hero down on this lower side of the map before. He might have to do it again.
They faked it.
Right here. They're right here. And mopoz beheads him. Alex now up in heaven with this AWP. One man rotating down and lower. One man still in the hut, holding for this heaven swing. It's Roman in a very powerful spot right now, solely responsible for the A play. That's the bomb court dropping in. He even gets out and now can look to set up for the retake.
Wow, great play for Roman, but what a rotation from Movistar in this round. They are playing some serious games right now. Double nade, and it's up to Alex on the retrieved AWP. In a 1v1, he's not ready. Just will get it over the line, and sAw finds double digs. After all of that effort, mopoz fakes the bomb in Mutiras' face and still comes back up and checks dark. And then Movistar go A. But it's sAw all day. Very well played for Roman to get out after that kill. You could see him considering a re-peek. Someone called it off. Maybe someone called the double nades. They land very well timed.
You know, I'd love to hear your thoughts on like the double drop into the site, if that was just like a heat of the moment, because thinking about it, like, you know, it ultimately led to them getting double naded, losing a man. There was no way to know about that part, but you can play around the bomb better from heaven, right?
Everyone felt it probably was like they both,
just heat of the moment, like there's 10 seconds,
saying,
you just both go, I'll get it,
I'll get it, yeah, and everyone falls. So yeah, for sure, like, no, not the best play, but the panic of the moment, you can see how it happened. But that, yeah, like you said, it loses you the round. That double nade is so effective. Hundreds of damage. This player right below. Alex seems so cognizant, though. He seems like he wants to check this, but then he does that, so I don't know.
sausoL ain't looking down either. Oh, he will clear it. Turns around. Mutiras takes one to the back of the head. Now, this has been a reoccurring pattern every single time Movistar riders look to take outside. What does sAw do in reply? They take lobby. And not just from hut, not just from door. They're not pushing in just from the A site. Even the ramp guys getting involved. So they've cleared out this entire area of the map right now. And they know that Movistar have got everyone outside. They're now looking to try and deal with this. Great info collecting from sAw.
Yeah, Jerks had an ugly pistol, but every round since he's been really solid at just knowing the timings of these gaps, knowing how far Movistar could be. Even that round where they had lobby, like you said, and he had his back to hell, or his back to lobby rather, and he was looking at hell. He's just done it again. mopoz has missed it, but he does recover. 4v2. They've got the A site as well. Need to leave a rafter player. Bomb going to come back up the vent. And that should be it, honestly. sAw can consider this round, but they don't have the money to lose it.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh, Movistar might hunt. It's dangerous, all right? You can't lose all your guns if you're Movi. But mopoz can go hunting. This is cheeky indeed for mopoz, and one kill goes a long way in this round. Oh, he has slipped the net. Lovely shooting. mopoz with them both. 3 in the round, and now Movistar, instant timeout for the coach. They start screaming down their house. They know what they've just done. They've just wrecked the money of sAw with their first T-side round.
Yeah, but I mean, if this game's anything to go by, you've got to capitalize on that, right? Because you had two really nice moments to open up this round. You had Mutierrez going aggressive, and in an isolated incident, right? That wouldn't be like anything worth mentioning. It's just like a kill that can happen outside. It's either which way. But then when you kind of factor in the fact that it was the garage guy first to fall at the hands of Alex on that little jiggle with the AK, knocked him out of the round. Mutierrez then essentially left in a spot where he had to put up numbers, and he's in a spot where if they clear him, he's screwed. That's what ends up happening. So in a way, you know, Movistar, they were kind of given that 5v3 thanks to some nice shots from Alex and then fortunate circumstances with Mutierrez having pushed up. You need to capitalize on this now. sAw are going to be buying up in the next round. They've got a full eco here. So 13 should be coming your way, but that's not a lock-in. That's not a done game. There's still a ways to go before this one's put to bed. And sAw's CT sides looked good thus far outside of that last round.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, definitely was winnable at a point. Just a couple of fortunate timings on re-entering the lobby in the late round. Kind of gave mopoz the crucial kill, we'll call it. Just about damage control now, making sure that you keep as many alive as possible for Movistar. Even more than one death would be a bit of a shame. Ooh. Is that hell smoke? Seems to be the case. Lovely stuff.
This is a lot of precautions being taken. We're only up against the USPs.
Whoa, nice kills.
Alex will farm 3 outside, and with that, he's won them the round. Any danger that might have been represented by 5 vanilla pistols has been brushed aside and quickly forgotten about.
He really wants a gun, but they are protecting it. Very nice, call from Movistar to make sure it doesn't get out of hand. They keep 4 up. That's a perfect round for Movi. But as we said, sAw CT has been solid. And so this is a round, again, show it. Question for me is, will they make a call out of spawn? Are they going to be proactive? Because they don't need to be. Their mid-round moves are really nice right now, but they might feel like they want to force something. If they have a pocket play, a heavy yard take maybe, push the ramp warp up, there are certainly options on CT side on this map. So we'll see if sAw want to sit back on their laurels or force a fight. Story does. Blinded, though, by the light. They have a wall outside the Movistar. No one's crossing yet. They're going to eventually, after they clear red with a Molotov. Tyrus doesn't know numbers yet, though. This is a good spam pattern because he knows they're not walking up on main right now. So even if they have secret he's calling, it's not an A split yet. Could be, though, because look at the rest of the gang. Ooh.
This is the make or break round, really, for sAw.
Ooh,
good opener from Mutierrez, but traded after the first. 4v4 found.
Oh.
Ujerk's going to take a bit of a stand over towards hell, but it does leave this gap, and mopoz, you cheeky devil. He's gotten in deep. And if he goes, he's waited for the timing on the Molotov, right? At this point, Jerks is not at all considering that someone could be here, because why would you? And that one comes for free. mopoz has found his way into a 3v3 in this round. Movistar Riders, 2 players still outside at sAw. It's in a moment like this where they might have to take a bit of a gamble, right? A 3v3 in a round that they've got to win, or else this series, their time in the Pro League might be running out. mopoz, another to his name now, wrapping in towards the door, or boxed into a corner. Story might have to offer up something spectacular, looking for a heaven swing. No. First shot misses, and mopoz moves in. Story dead, and Movistar 14 is as good as done with Roman in the vent. There shouldn't be a way back into this round for him. And so sAw, their must-win rifle round, right? The rifle round that would have kept the dream of that 3rd map alive is stolen away. Now they have no money up against 14. They're faced with that gut-wrenching call. Do we try pull the buy together? Do we try get something going? Or do we play for 5 in a row, play for overtime?
And mopoz just has been a monster in this group as well, right? Like in every game for Movistar, they need him, and he shows up at such a huge round to not just find the gap on ramp. And as I said, you know, Jerks, who has had a very good internal timer, an internal clock on those flanking rounds and ramp. He's had a very hard job to do with some of the outside smokes we're seeing getting thrown, but yeah, he can't. There's nothing he can do there. He's just beaten by the clock. And then mopoz goes on to re-molly ramp, go right through after, kill 2 more, get rid of that orb on a trade. Just a beautiful round for mopoz all in all. And he even hunts again, right? He found that double on ramp just the other round. The reason sAw have no money is mopoz. Came in with a broom, swept it all out. Took every penny from under the couch cushions. And sAw, desperate times, may as well lobby push.
Oh,
Hello.
this is how
He's done it
these
again.
rounds can get out of hand, right?
Throw that AK away.
That first kill normally matters a hell of a lot because now Movistar are going to be feeling just a tad bit more pressure. They're a man down, so they're getting stretched that much thinner. Sure, they've juggled the gun out of the lobby, but this is where sAw start to make some moves of their own. Moving in and take this control back is nice, and Mutira's, I mean, hell, like, make an aggressive move. You've got the freedom to do it. You don't have a lot in this round anyway, and you're a man up, so he has that degree of freedom. Normally, when they've got lobby, they've just held on to it. This time, he's made it all the way up on top of the silo, but every shot sails past them. Roman is the man to frag next. A 5v3 for sAw. Just pistols in this round, and they could be about to steal it away.
They're favourites right now. They've got the pre-rotate to be there already in the vent. This is going to be a very hard round. Movistar, forget nades, forget the plant. You need the kills right now.
They don't check
and they're being
the
flanked. Oh, Martinez saves it. 3v4 now. They're already in the sight. They're right above you, crawling in the walls, but coming through smokes, and the cover is there. sausoL with 2 more, and Mutiris has grabbed that gun from outside, but he's a dead man as well. What a recovery. 3 on 5. It was only Eco, but they ran into a horde of sAw players, and they come out without a scratch.
Yeah, you know, they get very loud after what is an Eco win, but I think with good reason, considering how that round started, considering how poised sAw were to hold on to B. They do a remarkable job of finding a way into that to finish it with 3 left standing. Martinez defo deserves a shout out for that first check on the man dropping vents. He had a great timing. Martinez catches him right as he's about to steal that round away.
My, oh my. Is this it? Is this sAw and their elimination? Is this Movistar lasting one more match, one more day in the Pro League here?
Well, this is always going to be something they had to contest with as well. Even the fact that they full eco that last round, but the buy here still has limitations, right? The util is super limited. You normally want so much more than this. They're going to come in with some of this lobby aggro. They've had this a lot. sAw have done a great job of recognizing the room that they're given in this part of the map. And it wouldn't surprise me if they try to take that ladder up again. mopoz floating around in lobby. He doesn't know that they've taken it. And Bud, there's a lot of folks here. Davy farms them up. 3 quick kills. This was meant to be to sAw's benefit. They were meant to own lobby. But Davy G comes a knocking. And now it's left a Story and Mutira's the last hopes for sAw's run in the Pro League for Season 17.
Oh, good check. The dink drew them in. Suddenly they flipped the script. 2 on 2. sAw checks some very peculiar positions, and Story may have more.
Yeah, this is rough. This round's going to really hurt. Oh my God.
He didn't want to drop, but he knew he had the kill. Martinez is clearing this. Oh, he didn't check. He did not check. And Martinez sees the barrel. He takes the head. mopoz.
I don't like this.
That's terrifying.
I can't believe he's gone for this. He's got 10 seconds as he moves in.
It's done.
1 man back in the garage, the bomb at main. There's no way he can win this round. They're tucked in, and mopoz, Oh, every timing in the world is missed, and then Story turns to put a stop to it.
2 on 4
Right,
to
let's
save
talk
the
about
game.
that round. Let's talk about that
I don't
round. Let's
want
talk
to.
about that round. That was Movistar kind of just bloodlusting too much.
Yeah.
They thought they'd won the round. They thought daviG had done it, and fair enough. daviG probably thought he'd done it as well, right? 3 kills on a lobby push like that. You don't get that every day. He figured he'd done enough. The rest of Movistar thought he'd done enough, and so the whole machine that had been really well oiled up until this point, all working in perfect harmony, completely broke down. Everyone went and took a solo fight. Everyone tried to be the guy ending the game, and instantly the 2 players who went and sought out 1v1s both fall, and we're into an even round where the bombs split apart from the other man, and it's an awkward 2v2.
It's a 2v5 all in all.
Yeah,
big picture.
That's really gonna hurt, because now if this ends up running back all the way into OT, that's the round that's gonna haunt you. That's all you're thinking about.
Now they're getting flustered as well. mopoz, the man of the hour, has been caught off guard in the lobby in back-to-back rounds. Materis hears the steps through the smoke, and Story has his back protected. He is told not to worry, not yet. Oh, do they want to boost? Do they want to do anything? No. They're going to flash it. Oh, that does work for a second, but they don't peek with it, so Story stays on the angle. They keep mollying this position, but Materis, can he find a gap to hide inside? davi's coming round wide, and he's going to die. 3 on 5. There's a trade, but through the smoke, he sends it. That's far too far, and now it might cost them everything. 3v2, a headshot angle with an orb. Story can't find it. They duck, they hide, they weave, they flash, and there's 30 seconds left for elimination.
Oh, he's got to hit this tiny headshot, but he nails it. There's
okay.
Martinez with the trade.
They don't know.
Roman, they're both here. They're both low, moving into hell. They're going to start to take
No way
the routing in through ramp. They're
Ah,
going
man.
down to B, and Roman just saw them moving into hell. This is not at all what you're expecting. He's going to be out of position on this one.
Yeah.
It's going to cost him precious time, and time is exactly what the Movistar Riders need. With both players so low, the longer that Roman is on this wrong side of the map, the better. They're even going to hear him rotating into the ramp. They know where he is. Martinez and Alex have had all the time in the world to set up. Orp faces first. He knows he's got it trapped in at the back of the site. Martinez does not have to risk another peek, but he will go for it. And there's Alex to close.
Wow.
Baited into him. Movistar Riders with a 2-0. They finally rise up and they beat saw's Nuke.
Yeah, and after a 2v5 that almost kept sAw in the game, well, it's a 3v5 right back the other way. Movistar with some flashy rounds and some stupendous individuals who step up big in this series. That's a feel-good win, getting revenge on a team that has had your number in the past and finally taking them down on Nuke for the first time.
Yeah, feels great game as well.